Hello folks, this is Sula here, giving you another League of Legends commentary and another game of high-level 5v5 tournament action. This match is taken from the Go4LoL Cup April Finals, one of 6 matches that were played, and this is a game between two teams, between Epic Charmanders and between Solomid. On the top, we have the team Epic Charmanders. If you watch my channel, I casted a game for them a little over a week ago, where they played Counter Logic Gaming. So once again, we have Atlanta, Nubby Pooh Bear, Jinsig GG, and Shales. And this is almost the exact same champion lineup in the last game I cast. The only difference is that instead of their former Ashe player, Pondars, they have switched out. They have a different Ashe player in this game. They have Fitter Happier playing Ashe in this game. So they actually have exactly the same champion composition. They have Malzahar, Renekton, Ashe, Alistar, and Evelynn. So we'll probably see something similar in this game if you saw the previous cast I did. As far as the other team we have here, we have Team Solomid, one of the very dominant teams on the North American servers of the past year. So here you can see we have Chaox playing Corki, the Odd One playing Nunu, Rainman playing Jarvan, Reginald playing Sion, and X Special playing Taric. All very high level players. If you watch the high level streams from North America, you'll see these players very frequently. Rainman has been going back and forth with Hotshot for the top ELO rating on the North American servers in the recent weeks. So again, very high level match here. Should see a very good match here, going back and forth. Again, one thing I'll mention about the other team that Solomid is matched up against, you can see this cast is from Solomid's point of view. This is a replay from the Odd One playing Nunu and using the grungy Nunu skin there. The official name is the grungy Nunu skin. I think everybody knows this is sort of the Oscar the Grouch, Cookie Monster, Sesame Street skin there. Anyway, this is the matchup here. As far as the other team goes, Epic Charmanders, I've heard them called many different names. I've heard them called Icons of Vanity. I've heard them called Team Complexity before, but their name on the official ESL website is Epic Charmander, so I'm going to call them Charmanders just to go with the official name. Anyway, here it looks like we have a level 1 fight coming in between the two teams. You can see Solomid is coming over here to challenge the blue buff. They probably want to deny this to Evelynn. Evelynn, a very weak jungler to begin with, so if you can deny her blue, it will set her back quite a bit. So you can see the dueling clairvoyance is coming in here, giving sight to the two teams. It looks like Solomid is going to back out here. I guess they've decided not to level 1 fight, but you can see they did throw down a ward here, so they are going to have sight. And you can see right there Jinsig GG's Alistar throwing down a ward there as well. So both teams have a lot of vision here. And no, it looks like Solomid is going to go back in here and try to challenge for this fight. Oh, Reginald going to flash in and hit on the Sion stun, going after Fitter Happier's Ashe. Ashe is going to flash away. Can they get the kill here? Yes, there's first blood. First blood to Chaox. I saw an ignite going in there. Either Rainman or probably Reginald getting off an ignite there. So first blood to Team Solomid. That's going to help them out a lot. And they're going to take away this blue buff. They're going to deny it to Evelynn to set back her jungling. Going to take it on Odd One, and that's going to put him ahead. So that's a big win for Team Solomid here in the early going. Going to set back that Eve jungler. First blood to Corki. That's going to help him out quite a bit in the lane here. And they also pick up an assist on 3 of their other champs. So I don't know if we're going to see a Corki Ashe matchup. Well, we're going to see Ashe definitely in one of the solo lanes. So that would give Chaox's Corki a pretty big advantage if it does turn into a Corki versus Ashe matchup. Doesn't look like it though. Looks like Atlanta is going to be the solo here in mid. Looks like we're going to have Atlanta's Malzahar against Chaox's Corki here in mid lane. Looks like top lane. Looks like Fitter Happier's Ashe is going to go top lane against Reginald's Sion here. So we're going to have Ashe for Sion in top lane. We're going to have Malzahar against Corki in mid. Looks like we're going to have a roaming Taric on X Special, just based on the fact that he's not in bottom lane here. So we know that Jinsig's Alistar are going to roam. Looks like X Special's Taric going to roam as well. Then bottom lane is going to be Rainman's Jarvan against Nubby Pooh Bear's Renekton there. Or no, maybe X Special is going to be down here, so I don't know, we'll see. It looked like he was going to be doing some roaming, but I guess we'll find out as the game goes on. Odd One over here in the jungle trying to steal the mini golems away from Charmander's side of the map. It definitely makes sense. Eve is a slow jungler. It's going to take her time to work her way down here. Not completely safe by any means, but it is sort of a calculated risk. Anyway, Shales, oh, you can see Shales' Eve is up here on top. They've spotted sight up here. Shales' Eve trying to gank Reginald, so you can see that meant that was very safe. Now Odd One probably going to do his blue relatively soon just to make sure it doesn't get stolen. Again, deny Eve that blue buff. So looks like they're going to concentrate on trying to shut down Reginald in the top lane. Looks like that's going to be the objective of Charmanders here in the early going. Anyway, Odd One just on a normal jungling path. Nunu can really jungle just about really any path through the jungle. X Special here is zoning Numby Pooh Bear. You can see that's what he's trying to do, trying to deny him gold and experience while Rain Man farms. That's the idea here. So it looks like X Special is down in bottom lane with Tarek. That's the logic there. Gonna CV over here, nothing special. So let's see what the farm is so far in that Jarvan Renekton. Yeah, so look at this. See how they've shut down Numby Pooh Bear's Renekton, only 5 CS. You can see Rain Man's Jarvan way ahead. That's the result of X Special being up here and trying to deny. That's the logic there. Anyway, Chaos has gone back to buy. You can see that First Blood has allowed him to pick up another Doran's Blade. He picked up Boots as well. He's picked up a Vision Ward here to protect himself from evil and ganks. So he's probably going to throw that down right in the middle of the lane, you would expect. Meanwhile, up top here, Reginald getting kited by Fitter Happier's Ashe just a little bit, not too much. You can see Reginald went back to pick up Boots. Often a good decision early on against Ashe. You need that movement speed, otherwise Ashe is just going to shut you down. Uh-oh, here comes Ginseng GG though. So here we go. Alistar going to try to come in here and try to get off the Pulverize, but nope, not going to happen. Looks like Reginald was able to get out, though there is a Clairvoyance. The big question right now for Team Solomid is, where is Evelyn? They don't know where Evelyn is on the map. If Eve is up here in this fight, then that could be big trouble for Reginald. So we'll see. Reginald going in very aggressively though. Wish the health bars were more accurate. There's the headbutt, going to knock him back a little bit. Don't know how much health Reginald really has here. There it goes. Now it's finally updating. So you can see he's got about a third of his health left. He's going to flash in and go after Ashe. Ginseng trying to hit on the Pulverize. There's the Ignite on Ashe. Is Fitter Happier going to go down to this Ignite? Fitter Happier is popping a health bot. Yes! So Reginald is going to get another kill there. Now Reginald has to be very low. Yes, 13 HP down to 17. Oh, and he's going to kill Ginseng GG as well on 13 HP. So double kill for Reginald in top lane. Wow! That is going to put Team Solomid very far ahead. So the Charmanders' goal there was to try to have that Ashe and Alistar up in top lane to try to shut down Reginald. That was their whole goal there. They by putting 2 people in the same lane for such a long period of time, the goal was to shut down Reginald as much as possible. But instead, then Reginald goes and scores a double kill. So that is going to help them out enormously. And Charmanders is very far behind right now, not just in terms of kills, but look at their team count. Look at how Ginseng is only level 2, 0 CS, doesn't have even 1 minion kill. So the fact that he was camping top lane for so long meant that they really needed to get something out of that. They needed to get some kind of a kill. So instead of killing Reginald, they hand him a double kill instead. And you can see now, let's see, he's picked up another Doran's Ring, some health pots. He's going to throw down a Vision Ward there. So one thing that the Shale's Eve has done is force them to buy a lot of Vision Wards here. So you can see Vision Ward in mid lane, Vision Ward in top lane. So that's to protect against those evil and ganks. Now Ginseng's Alistar has had to go back to bottom lane. He needs to get some experience so he doesn't fall too far behind. Maybe not the best moment though to go back, because you can see there's a minion wave pushing this tower here. So not gonna get much experience until this minion wave pushes out again. Anyway, Odd1 is still jungling. Haven't seen any Nunu ganks so far yet. Looks like he's been more interested in counter jungling Shales' Eve. You saw he stole some buffs from the Charmander side of the jungle earlier, so it looks like he's been more interested in that than in ganking, at least so far. You can see he does have red and blue buffs, 2 points in Consume, 1 in Blood Boil, putting the other 2 in Snowball. So he is going to be ganking relatively soon, and now he's going to come and take over mid for Chaos' Quirky, going to give him a chance to go back and buy. Can't really lane too much against Atlanta's Malzahar. Atlanta has too much of an edge. Oh, and there's the pool plus Malzahar ultimate. Is this going to be a kill? No, Odd1 is going to be able to slip out of there, and he's going to consume the Voidling. Poor little Voidling, never had a chance there. Anyway, let's see what else is going on here. In top lane, Reginald is still laning back and forth with Fitter Happier. Let's see, Reginald 26 CS, Fitter Happier 27, so very even there, although that's a win for Team Solomid because Alistar was up in top lane for so long. If Reginald is breaking even there, then that means that Solomid is going quite well. Down in bottom lane, let's see, Rain Man against Numby Pooh Bear. Numby Pooh Bear at 25 CS, Rain Man at 32, so a little bit ahead there. That's a result of X Special spending most of his time there. Let's see, in mid, Chaos is at 50 CS, Atlanta 46, so very even there. Chaos does have a little bit of an advantage because he picked up that First Blood earlier in the game, allowed him to get a little bit more. Now it looks like Solomid is going to make a play for Charmander's jungle here. It looks like they're going to take the race and maybe go for the red buff down here as well. There's the ward to try to give them a little extra sight, give them warning. So this is a very aggressive play, but they are going to go for this red buff, try to get it on Chaos. Let's see if they're able to take it. It is getting quite low, and yes, they are going to manage to take that red buff, so that's going to help Chaos' Quirky quite a bit in the lane. It's going to give him the extra damage than the slowing against Atlanta's Malzahar. And you can see here we even go, Odd1 typing in 1243 the red, like a good jungler. very good jungling stuff that you can see. You can type in the timers for the buffs to remind people when they're going to respawn. Neutral minions respawn 6 minutes, so that's the timer there. And we'll see if they go for it again when that timer comes up. Anyway, in here in mid, now let's see, Chaos is now returning to middle lane. Doesn't look like he lost anything. Dragon is warded on their side, possibly warded on the other side as well. We don't know. Right now, everybody's still farming. Not really too many ganks coming in right now. Again, they were with the clairvoyance over here. Team Solomid is trying to find where Shale's Eve is. That's really the big question right now. Where is that stealth Evelynn? If they know where Evelynn is, they can play aggressive. When they don't know where Evelynn is, they have to do what Reginald's doing right now. They have to back off, have to play more defensively, because Eve could be anywhere on the map. If you don't know where she is, she could be coming out of stealth and trying to set up a gank. And if you saw the previous game I did with Charmanders, an Evelynn stealth into a Malzahar ult or an Evelynn stealth gank into an Ashe arrow is very, very powerful. Looks like they spotted someone over here. I saw the ping. I missed what was there, but I did see the ping. Looks like, yeah, it looks like they saw Evelynn down here in the jungle, so that's what they were calling. Now Odd One has picked up the early Oracle, so that's going to be, again, intended to help them against Shale's Eve. It looks like he's going to make a play for his Team Solomid, or Charmander's blue buff. Oh, no, looks like he's not going to back in. He's roaming the map. He's obviously trying to find wards right now. Wants to clear all the wards that Charmanders have put down. So there's one over by the Baron. Going to clear that one. And no doubt looking for more. Probably going to come over here to Dragon next. I'd assume that he's going to try to clear any wards that Charmanders have over here by Dragon. If they can clear wards, if they can deny sight to the enemy team, then they can probably make a play and go for Dragon. Anyway, up here looks like a gank is coming in here on Reginald. You can see Ginseng GG's Alistar coming up here. Reginald going to back off. Doesn't look like he's going to have too much trouble. Instead, Odd One's going to do blue right now. Looks like he's going to pick up blue. I still think that he's going to head over here pretty soon with that Oracle, because he's going to want to clear those wards in anticipation of a Dragon fight sometime in the near future. X Special holding mid while Chaos went back to base. You can see X Special's as somewhat of a roaming Tark. He's going to be under farmed. He's going to be under leveled a bit. Can't really lane back and forth with Atlanta's Malzahar, who's 5 levels higher than him. So that's not going to happen. But looks like they're setting up here for a gank. Here comes Chaos. He's gonna Valkyrie in. There's the Gatling gun or whatever it's called, and no, X Special going to get hit with Malzahar ult, pool plus ult, and there he goes, going to get taken down. There comes the Ashe arrow in from top lane, so X Special gets killed, but Chaos is going to finish off Atlanta, so they're going to go 1 for 1. That still is in favor of Team Solo mid, because taking down a level 9 Malzahar in mid, much more valuable than taking down a level 5 Taric, so that 1 for 1 does come out a bit to their favor. You can see the death timer. X Special is going to revive much faster because he's a lower level there, and now they're going to push on this tower here. Not too much that Ginseng can really do. You can see how underleveled he is compared to these two guys. In a straight up engage, he will lose to these sides. Oh no, here it is. Here they're going to engage. There's the Odd One popping the Nunu ultimate, absolute zero, and down goes Ginseng. That Nunu ult just doing so much damage if you get the full channel duration. I don't know if the flash was up for Ginseng. It probably wasn't up. Otherwise, I'm assuming he would have flashed out of that. So they're going to pick up another kill, and not going to be. I don't think they're going to be able to get this mid tower. Atlanta is going to revive. He's going to be back here, but they may make a play for Dragon here off this. I don't know. Maybe not though. Chaos is pretty low. Looks like he's just going to throw down another ward over here. I think, or no, that ward was already there. Excuse me. Guess he didn't put that one down. Instead, we have a kill, attempted kill coming in here down in bottom lane. Nubby Poopy are taking a lot of damage, but looks like he's not going to go down. X Special and the Rain Man trying to combine on that kill there. But now, look, notice once again, they're back to zoning once again. Guys, anytime you have a 2v1 in a lane, this is something you should try to do. Notice you have one person back behind the minion line in order to try to deny experience. Other person farms, but now that Ginseng is coming down here, they're going to have to stop denying, turning that 2v1 into a 2v2. So anyway, there is the Taric stun. The replay client handling that very strangely, but it is going to get that off. Alright, anyway, let's see. So right now, Team Solo mid ahead by a pretty good margin. No one has taken a Dragon yet. Oh, one of the members of Charmanders just threw down a ward over there, Dragon. Anyway, nobody has taken a Dragon yet, but 5-1 in kills, good shape. The team composition that Charmanders has is very much based around ganking other lanes and trying to get kills. Looks like they saw that ward. Looks like Odd One is going to try to come down here to clear it. Yep, so again, you see such very close attention to the minimap, people noticing. Going to clear that ward, going to remove sight there. With a team that has a roaming Alistar and an Evelynn jungle, this team comp is all based around trying to catch people out and get ganks, that is, get kills, that is, have Eve de-stealth into an Atlanta Malzahar ult or a Fitter Happier Ashe arrow. This team is all based around getting kills in the laning phase, shutting down farm, denying farm. If they can't get that, they're not going to be effective. Reginald over here in a very exposed position. I don't know what he's doing here. And oh, there comes the Ashe arrow from Fitter Happier into Malzahar ult. He's not going to survive this, guys. So that's an easy kill for the Charmanders team. Very well played. Ash Arrow in the Malzahar ult. Don't know what Reginald was doing so far here. I realized he pushed the minion wave to top. Looks like he was trying to farm another blue minion wave beneath the tower, but just not a safe place to be. However, while that was going on, Team Solomid does take advantage of that to go and take Dragon. So I don't know if that was intentional or not. I can't think that that was intentional. I don't think that they would have intentionally given up a death like that. But as soon as Atlanta headed over here to top lane, that did allow them to go and make a play for Dragon. So overall, a bit of an even exchange. Team Solomid probably coming out a little bit ahead. Dragon is usually considered to be worth 2 kills. So looks like that may have come out a little bit in their favor. And Chaos trying to go after Fitter Happier's Ashe, but not going to be able to. Looks like that blue pill, that recall to base, is going to go off just before he manages to get back up there. Okay, let's try to look at the items a little bit. You can see here, middle lane is still very even, 96-93. Chaos has picked up Merc Treads. He's got his Tear of the Goddess. He's going to be building Monomune as his first item there. As for on the other side, Atlanta, Sork Shoes, Hextech Revolver. He's going to have that Spell Vamp. He's going to have a lot of Magic Pen. We have a Roamer and Jungler here in mid, holding the lanes while they're gone. Up here, it looks like Reginald's making a play for top lane. As far as that top lane goes, you can see Reginald has the Needlessly Large Rod, has the Sorcerer's Shoes. He's up against Fitter Happier. Fitter Happier does have a BF Sword. So let's see, 3 members of Team Solomid going on this tower. Looks like they will be able to get this tower here. I don't think that Charmanders can come out and challenge it. There's the Taric ult giving them all extra damage, and they are going to take that one down. So what Charmanders need to do is make a play somewhere else on the map with 3 champs in top lane for Solomid. That means that they're going to be vulnerable elsewhere. You can see Atlanta's trying to push this middle lane turret, which is a bit weakly defended. Doesn't look like they can do too much in bottom lane. Rainman and W Pooh Bear are engaging, but they're so tanky, I don't think either one's going to go down. Now they're trying to set up a gank here on Fitter Happier's Ashe. You can see Reginald is behind Fitter Happier's Ashe. Ashe is going to Ghost and then Arrow. Reginald's still chasing, but there's Shale's going to de-stealth his Eve. Now X Special's Tart coming in here. Are they going to go? Now they're switching focus, going to go after Shale's Eve. There's the Ignite. Are they going to manage to take her down? There it goes. Reginald is going to get the kill, but now Malzahar, Atlanta's Malzahar coming in as well. Going to take down Reginald first, then going to ult on X Special's Tark to help prevent him from getting out, and they're going to turn that into a very nice counter gank. So 2 for 1 for the Charmanders. Very nicely done. Reginald coming over from, or excuse me, Atlanta coming over from middle lane, and going to allow them to clean up that kill there. So very well done. Good decision to use the Malzahar ult on X Special's Taric. Reginald was already just about dead. X Special might have been able to make it out of there. Probably not, but at least had some kind of a chance. So going to turn that into 2 kills. And so that play over here, the attempt to go, that attempted gank on first on Ashe, then on Eve, not turning out too well for Team Solomid. Very good response time by Charmanders to get their solo from middle lane over there and turn that into 2 kills. One other thing I should mention is notice that Oddone still has that Oracle, has not died yet, has had the Oracle for quite a while now. So for Charmanders, they really need to try to make killing Oddone a major goal. They really need to clear that Oracle. So long as the Oracle is on Nunu, he can keep clearing their wards all over the map. He can keep, it makes it so Shales is very weak in a team fight. As long as someone has an Oracle, it's very difficult for Eve to de-stealth and try to kill someone in a team fight. So they do have countered with an Oracle of their own. You can see Ginseng also has an Oracle, just cleared a ward there on Team Solomid. So as you'd expect in one of these high level 5 games, people picking up Oracles very early on. Anyway, it looks like they do have a ward here by Blue Buff. Don't think it's safe to come in here and try to steal this though. As far as that bottom lane, the one I didn't look at before, you can see Rainman has 105 minion kills. He's got double Heart of Gold and a Philosopher's Stone, so he's going to be building up a lot of passive gold bonus on his way to becoming more tanky. Nubby Pooh Bear has Giant Spelt and Mercury Tread, so he's pretty tanky as well. It doesn't have that much armor and magic resist yet though. Renekton does get a lot of armor naturally as he levels up, but he will probably need to build, I don't know what he's going to build that Giant Spelt into, probably a Sunfire Cape if I had to take my guess. Pretty good item for Renekton. So they're both building tanky, not too much to say there. Solomid making a pretty aggressive play over in this jungle here. But they do have the Clairvoyance to try to give them sight. There's the dueling Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance coming in on the part of the Charmanders as well, giving both sides sight. Oh, over here there's an engage coming in on Ginseng GG's Alistar. So Alistar has popped his ult, gonna flash over the wall. There, Rainman Jarvan is gonna use that standard to jump over the wall. Gonna trap Alistar in the Nunu ult. Very clever use of those two ultimates. Very nicely done. So they are gonna pick up that kill on Ginseng's Alistar. Now he's not worth that much because he's low level, but they are gonna clear the Oracle. Here comes the Ashe Arrow in, gonna stun the odd one, but Ashe firing all the way from top lane, so very nice aim there. Ashe is going to use this time. Fitter Happier is going to take down top lane while this is going on. However, it looks like Team Solomid is going to use this time to make a play for mid. That tower is just about down, and let's see, there it goes. There they go, getting mid. So they're going to trade top tower for mid tower and pick up a kill. and remove the Oracle for the other team. So I'd have to say, again, Solomid coming out a bit ahead in that engagement. Alistar not worth that much because he is only level 6, but clearing the Oracle is a big deal. We're going to force him to spend another 400 gold, set back his build that much further. On a roamer who doesn't get that much gold, like Alistar, Jinsig is going to be pretty far behind in his build if he has to keep shelling out from additional oracles. And of course, Odd One has still managed to stay alive thus far. The use of the Jarvan ult, the Jarvan Cataclysm into a Nunu Absolute Zero, I haven't seen that before. That's really cleverly done. Trapping someone inside the Jarvan ult and then forcing them to stand inside the Absolute Zero Nunu ult. That was very well done. I haven't seen that yet, as I said. We may see more of that when we... I mean, Jarvan is still relatively new. We're still finding uses for some of these newer champions ults, so... maybe people have done that, I just haven't seen it personally. Oh, but here's the 3-man gank mid. Eve de-stealthing. Jinsig is going to pop him up in the air with the Pulverize, and that should be a kill, so yep, there it goes. Nice 3-man gank. Again, that's the strength of the Charmanders team. Eve can de-stealth at any moment in time. Eve stunned, then Alistar roam, and suddenly a 1v1 lane becomes a 3v1 lane. So very nicely done to score that kill on Rain Man there, and that's going to help them out, give them a little bit extra gold, give them a little extra experience. Don't think that they're going to be able to push on this bottom lane tower here, though. X Special and Odd One, the two underleveled members of their team, are going to pick up all this experience and gold, so that's very useful for them. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Reginald making a play for the Golem on the Charmander side of the map. Blue buff is very, very good on Scion. You can see he's building the ability power. He's got Needlessly Large Rod and Blasting Wand. So they're going to take this. Looks like Chaos already has their own blue buff. So now they have both blues on the map. Nicely done. Going to make a play for this top tower here. Oh, right now, while Charmanders are going for Dragon, the Team Solomid is going to respond by going and taking this top turret. So very cleverly done. Very, very nice job. Solomid must have seen that they couldn't get this dragon, not with 5 members of the Charmanders team here. So instead, they took their 2 solos, they stole the blue buff, and then they pushed top lane. Just very nicely done. Again, if you can't stop a play on one part of the map, you can try to make a play elsewhere on the map. This, though, doesn't feel too safe. I feel like they should just back here, just head back to safety. Looks like they're going to do that, but very cleverly done. Even going to steal the wolves to add insult to injury. Going to kill those poor wolves. Anyway, Atlanta's Malzahar is over here, though. Atlanta going to burn his flash, and they get a flash down on Charmander's solo Malzahar too, so that is a really nice play. Oh, and while this is going on, there's an engage in bottom lane as well. You can see Rain Man going to get a kill on Ginseng as well, so poor Ginseng is just very, very underleveled, very underfarmed. You can see he's only level 7, only has the 9 minion kills. But meanwhile, they are going to score a kill on Reginald mid. Again, I'm missing this, and going to score a double kill mid. So looks like that was Atlanta's Malzahar, Fitter Happier's Ashe. One of them must have gotten their ults, and they comboed that into an Eve stun. Able to score a double kill mid, and it looks like they're going to take down this turret here. So again, sorry I missed that, guys. Didn't see that happen. Was looking at the fight on the bottom of the map. So this is going to help Charmanders out a lot. They're going to get this mid tower. They may be able to push on the second level mid tower as well. They do still have the 2 solos down on Team Solo mid, and the other 2 members of their team are bottom lane. I don't think that they can get there in time. Looks like Charmanders are going to get this second level mid tower as well, and that's really going to open up their base. They only need to get 1 more tower to get to that inhibitor. So there they go. Shell's going to take that down. So very strong play, scoring that double kill mid. Charmanders were starting to kind of get snowballed out of this game. That really helps put them back in it. Double kill on both of the solos for Team Solo mid, and also getting 2 towers. I mean, that's worth a ton. And they did get the dragon earlier as well. So over here, looks like Fitter Happier's been caught out. There's the arrow. Does he have flash up? Don't know if he has flash up. Looks like Fitter Happier does not have his flash up. He is going to be slowing that Rain Man, though. You can see he's kiting with those arrows. There's a Jarvan. Oh, Ginseng just dying so easily because he's underfarmed. Going to get off a full channel on that Nunu ult. Atlanta did take down Rain Man. Now Nubby Poo Bear is getting slowed. He doesn't look like he's going to make it out of here, so they are going to kill him as well. So they are going to clear, and again, Nubby Poo Bear did have an Oracle, so they're going to clear that. And then Atlanta up here getting trapped behind the rest of the team, going to get taken down by that tower. So let's see. That's a 3 for 2 in favor of Team Solo mid there. So they are going to come out ahead. Cleared another Oracle off of the enemy team. And Odd One, once again, throughout the game, still preserving this Oracle. So that's helped out Team Solo mid quite a bit. They've cleared at least 2 oracles off of Charmanders. I think that might have been the 3rd oracle they cleared. Not 100% sure. Haven't seen. But anyway, Solomid going to come out a little bit ahead in that fight. 3 for 2. Still a relatively even engage, but with Charmanders having to spend so much money on these oracles, that is setting them back quite a bit. Anyway, there's the dueling clairvoyances. Reginald, you can see, going for this blue buff. Don't know. I wonder if Evelyn is here, going to try to steal it. I don't think so. Nope, looks like he was able to get that blue buff without any real problems. And meanwhile, Chaos did take advantage of winning that last fight to push down that bottom tower. I think that tower was nearly dead anyway, but finishing it off will give them that global gold bonus, give them a little bit of extra gold. So in terms of towers, let's see. There's 3 down on Team Solo mid side. There's 4 down on on Charmander side. So Solomid a little bit ahead in towers. There has been one dragon for each team, so pretty even overall in global gold. Not a whole big difference there. Pretty even in terms of map control. It is very dangerous for Solomid that these two middle towers are down there. That definitely opens up the middle of the playing field a lot for the Charmanders team. The fact that those two towers are down. They do have the two towers down in top lane for Solomid, which means that this blue buff is very exposed, and we've seen that throughout the game. We've seen Solomid going for it. Anyway, right there, that tower almost dead as well. Charmander's pushing it down. So now, once again, back to 4-4 in terms of total tower kills. Very even again. So, it's been a good match thus far. I mean, I would say that Solomid's maybe a little bit ahead, but overall, it's still really anyone's game at this point. A lot's going to come down to if Charmanders can catch people out, that is, if they can catch people out of position with a Malzahar ult or an Ashe arrow. There we go, and oh, X Special going to juke the arrow. Would have hit him if he hadn't doubled back. Maybe a little optimistic on that arrow, but it would have been a kill if it had managed to hit Tarek. So a very nice try coming in from Fitter Happier. In terms of farming, not a whole lot of difference. Again, Solomid a little bit ahead. You can see their solos at 173 to 150s, and then 149 to 120. You can also see Adwan has much more farm than Evelyn's. The Shale's Evelyn jungle. That's because, again, Evelyn, a weak jungler, Nunu, a much stronger jungler. With Evelyn, you're taking her because you want her stealth ganks. You're not taking her because of her jungling power. Anyway, they're going to pick up the red buff for Chaos, going to put that on him as you expected. And then the two roamers, Tarek and Alistar, both pretty underfarmed. You can see their KDA looks terrible, but again, that's because they're playing roamers. They're not going to have a nice kill death assist total. Going to look like that. Anyway, Onwin coming over here. Looks like he's going to try to clear another ward. Yep, going to clear that Baron ward. Again, I don't know how many of those wards he's cleared. He's probably gotten back the cost of the Oracle just in terms of enemy wards he's taken down. Anyway, you'd expect that there would be... Oh, there's another ward going to take down. So once again, that Oracle just has helped them so much. Don't know if anyone on Charmanders has an Oracles right now. I have to see. They did have one. They have had several, but every time they've had one, it's been killed off their team. Looks like they're going to make a play for this blue buff here as the team going to try to steal this away. Again, every time that they can deny that to Atlanta's Malzahar, it's definitely helping them. Doing a nice job. Notice how they're pulling the Golem up here. Oh, looks like we are going to have an engage up here, so here we go. Here's the team fight. Going to go in here. There's the Alistar Pulverize. Going to hit everybody. There's Atlanta Malzahar. Look at this positioning. Really good, but at the same time, that Nunu ult is just doing a ton of damage, so people are going to start going down. There goes Redjung. Redjung going to get taken down first. Nubby Poop Bear is going to go down. Ginseng, it looks like he's about to die as well, so let's see. We still have the two solos up. Ashe still up. Now Atlanta is still up. Only one no, Atlanta's still alive. Are they going to be able to chase him down? I'm not sure. There's the Jarvan knockup. There's the slow from Jarvan. Are they going to be able to finish this off? Looks like they will. Tarek's done, and they are going to finish that off. So Chaos is going to get the kill. They're going to go 4 for 1, so big win for Team Solomid. They can probably Baron off of this. I would assume that they can take Baron if they want. That's what I would assume they would do off of this. I think that would be the strongest play. Looks like they're not going to go for it, though. Looks like they're just going to try and go for Dragon instead. I think Dragon's just about to repop. So it looks like they're going to make a play for Dragon instead. Going to be a little bit safer, a little bit more conservative, not go for sort of the home run play of Baron. So they will score this Dragon, and that'll put them ahead 2-1 in Dragons. So nice play there. I think the key to that team fight was the fact that Odd1 was able to get off a full channel Nunu ult right in the middle of Team Solomid. He really did a lot of damage. You can see if I highlight the Nunu ult there, you can see if enemies are caught in the full duration, deals 875 magic damage. That is a huge amount if you can apply it to everybody else. Overall, though, a good fight. The Charmanders team just came out a little bit behind. Atlanta's Malzahar and Fitter Happier's Ashe actually had really good positioning. I think part of the problem was, as I said, the Nunu channel hurt them a lot, and Ginseng just went down so fast in this fight because he was underfarmed. I think that was part of the reason why that they lost that one as well. So anyway, you can see Solomid came out ahead in that last team fight. Now ahead 15-10 in kills. They have the advantage in farm now. They took down to have the extra Dragon as well. They are definitely a little bit ahead in farm. So once again, because Baron was not taken after that last engage, everybody grouping up again around Baron. You're not going to see anybody in bottom lane. Everybody has to focus on this next Baron fight. Whichever team takes this Baron will have a big edge. If Charmanders can take it, they're right back in the game. If they lose the next team fight and have Baron taken, though, then they're in trouble. Uh-oh, there's the initiation. The Ashe Arrow and Carrick. You can see Odd1 is not here, is not in the fight. So they're going to to get a lot of damage off on Chaos right at the beginning of the fight. There we go. There's a Jarvan ult. Rainman going to trap 2 of them in there. A lot of damage going back and forth. That pool from Atlanta's Malzahar doing so much damage. Reginald staying alive for a while. Now finally the odd one going to come in with the Nunu ult and going to do a ton of damage to Fitter Happier's Ashe. Ashe is almost dead. Can they finish him off? Just need one more hit. There we go. Going to take him down. Now it's a 3-on-2. Still in the favor of the Charmanders. Let's see if they can get any more kills. Somebody popping off a Randuin slow. Shale's Eve, though, very weak. Not really able to do that much in a team fight. And looks like they're going to take her down. Yep, there she goes. That Oracle from Odd One still being the MVP of this game, allowing them to see Eve everywhere. Going to see a flash there. Oh, going to flash after Jinsig. Rainman going to flash after him. He needs that Demacian standard. There's the slow. Can he get the knockup? There's an Ignite coming in. And I don't think Alistar is going to make it out of here. Jinsig is going to get taken down. There's the Dragon Strike. So they're going to go 4 for 2. That engage looked like it was going pretty well for Charmanders at first. I mean, they did take down the 2 solos on Team Solomid. They took down Chaos's Corki, took down Reginald's Scion, but at the same time, Rainman just so tanky with the Force of Nature and the Randuins, just so difficult to kill. He was able to stay in that fight, and then together with Odd One's Nunu, just cleaned up. Again, as I've said this a couple times before, but that Oracle on Odd One, the fact that he has not died even one time throughout the game has just really shut down Shale's Evelyn, has just made it very difficult for Shales to do anything throughout this game. And you can see now 309, that was a good fight for Charmanders to pick. I mean, I'm sure that they noticed that Odd One was not in that fight. If you remember when the fight started, Odd One was up in top lane, so they were able to engage 4-on-5. And you notice they took down the 2 solos on Team Solomid, but they just weren't able to win the fight because Odd One and the Jarvan player, Rainman, were just so tanky. Yeah, Banshee's Veil, Randuin's on Odd One, just so tanky, couldn't take them down. And the longer that fight went on, the better it went for Solomid. I mean, if you notice that when the fight first started, it was going much better for Charmanders. Charmanders are a little bit more of a burst team, you'd have to say, with the Ashe Arrow, the Malzahar ult, more about bursting down immediately. If the fight goes on, the longer the fight goes on, the more it is going to favor Team Solomid just with their team composition. Anyway, Baron still has not been taken by either side. Now they've picked up another Oracle on Jinsig GG. He's going to clear that ward there, going to take that down. Can't stop it. Odd One Snowball not going to be enough to stop it there. So that's, I think, the 4th Oracle they've bought this game on the part of the Charmanders. Uh-oh, Reginald's in trouble here. He's being caught out, but nope, going to back off. And now this is turning into a pretty good engage for Team Solomid. Malzahar Silence is going to hit most of the team. There's the Ashe Volley. So going to get off a nice little harass there, but looks like Charmanders are going to back off, not turn it into a full engage. There's another ward, going to clean up yet another ward with that Oracle on Odd One. And it looks like Solomid is going to try to force this engage. I don't think they're not going to do Baron here, but they're going to at least bait it and try to force Charmanders in here into engaging with them. It looks like that's what they're gonna try to do here. A little bit of a dangerous position to engage here, though. They have to make sure that the team doesn't get split up. If Solomid gets split up between the 2 sides here, could be in trouble. But no, it looks like they're gonna steal that blue buff once again. Who are they gonna put it on? Gonna get it on Corki. Nice decision there. Allow for more missile spam. Gonna give Corki that cooldown reduction. So again, both teams looking to engage here. I'm sure that each team throwing down the wards. You can see each team trying to set traps for one another. Whoever can get caught out here, positioning will matter a lot. There's going to be yet another ward taken down by Solomid. I don't know. That's got to be like the 10th ward they've killed. It probably more than that. Maybe more like 15 to 20, but just taking down so many wards with that Oracle. Best purchase of the match by far, I'd have to say. Again, so I'm sure we're going to see an engage here soon, but no, looks like Team Solomid is going to ignore Baron, and they're just going to make a play straight for the base over here. Looks like they're going to wait for these minions to push and then just go straight in for the base. So, yeah, you can see the clairvoyance. Right now, Charmanders have no idea where Solomid is. They're expecting a Baron fight, and Team Solomid is not there. They're over here. So here they come. Now they're going to make a play for this bottom lane tower, and I don't see Charmanders. Here they are. Here they're coming, but they're going to get there late. Solomid can probably take down this tower before they even get there. So there's the Tark ult. Tark is giving everyone that extra damage, and yes, they're just going to take down a base turret without even a fight, and oh, look at that. Fitter Happier is going to miss on Ashe Arrow, and that is critical. They need to hit on that arrow. There's the Malzahar ult into the pool, but Reginald is not going to die. Reggie's going to stay up there, going to stay alive. Now they're going in on Ashe. Ashe going down here. There's the Nunu ult. They're going to do a lot of damage to Nubby Kuber. Now they're focusing that Renekton. He is going to go down. Still nobody down on Team Solomid, so that's a 2 for 0, and they've got the inhibitor as well. They may be able to just straight win off of this if they can score more kills. Anyway, there they are going in on Atlanta. Atlanta is very low. Down he goes, and Shales looks. Oh no, Shales is still up, but they managed to take down managed to take down another champ there, take down Ginseng GG, and that's going to be it, guys. This is going to be the end of the game. Solo Evelyn cannot stop this, so they're going to just straight win off of that push in bottom lane. So kudos to Team Solomid, going to take this game much faster than I thought it was. They're going to win very quickly here. Looked like that game was going to go on a lot longer. What a brilliant play to fake going for the Baron and then go and take down a base turret with pure minion push. So very, very nicely done. All right, let's wrap this up and look at the stats. At the end of the game, Chaox and the Rain Man ended up with the best stats for the Team Solomid. You can see they're both 7-2. They both had a lot of assists. Odd one, the 3 kills, no deaths, 13 assists. I really think that getting the Oracle early on and being able to keep that throughout the game, never dying at any point in time, never having to rebuy that Oracle, I think that was one of the key plays of this game. It did so much to shut down Shale's Evelyn, and the fact that Odd One was just clearing so many wards throughout the match denied a ton of sight to the Charmanders team. If we had a replay from their side of the field, I'm sure that we would have seen them just losing sight over and over again. Reginald, you could see they made so much effort on the Charmander side to shut down Reginald, and his numbers don't look that great. You can see 655, but I mean, he had a lot of farm, had the 221 minion kills. You could see everybody, all the soul lanes had good farm. They were able to kill him a lot, but that meant that they weren't able to kill the other solos on the team. And then you can see the X Special Taric Roam. 04 doesn't look that great, but the 14 assists is sort of what you're going for when you set that up. As far as the other team goes, I mean, again, Atlanta played very well. I thought that Fitter Happier hit some pretty good arrows at times. Their team composition was based around having lots of ganks, that is, trying to get kills with the Stealth Roamer along with the Alistar Roam, and they just weren't able to do that all that well in this game. As I said, again, part of that was the fact that the Oracle was never cleared off of Team Solomid. They just weren't able to get those kills. I mean, you can see Shale's Evelyn never had even 1 kill. 02 did have the 7 assists, did help set up some kills, but wasn't able to get any kills. And the fact that the level 1 team fight where they denied the blue buff to Shale's right at the start of the game, that helped set Shale's behind. And again, Evelyn not a strong jungler, so if you don't have that blue buff, it makes it really tough to jungle. And once you start setting Evelyn behind, you can just make her useless, and that's essentially what Team Solomid was able to do. Same thing for Ginseng GG's Alistar. He was, I mean, granted he's a roamer, so he's going to be underfarmed, he's going to be underleveled, but he was so underfarmed and so underleveled that he really wasn't that effective in this game. You can see 2-8, not looking that great. He wasn't able to assist that much. And then that meant that without having those ganks coming in, that meant that Solomid was just able to win their solo lanes much easier. And that was sort of what turned this game around. Again, the play at the end, really nice stuff from Team Solomid. They saw that there was a big minion wave pushing that top lane. They decided instead of baiting a Baron fight, they were just going to make it look like they were going for Baron, and then when the minions pushed, they all raced and took down that tower, that base tower in top lane before the Charmanders could even get back into the base to defend it. And so they were already down a base tower and fighting for their inhibitor before anything else happened. And since they were already a little bit behind, they were forced into a team fight that they didn't really want to fight. And then when Fitter Happier's Ashe missed that Ashe arrow, that really kind of sealed them in that fight. So anyway, really exciting game. I mean, it was a close game. Charmanders definitely still could have won right up until that last fight. I mean, if they had been able to win a team fight and take Baron, they would have had the advantage. So it certainly was not a snowball game. Really, the kill differential didn't really spiral out of control until the very, very end of the game. So anyway, I hope you guys like this. I hope you enjoyed watching this game. I got a lot of positive feedback when I did the CLG versus Charmander game a couple weeks ago. So again, I'm going to try to make this a regular feature. One thing I will request, I've been able to find a lot of replays from North American teams. If you guys know of where I can find replays for any of the European teams, please let me know. I've had trouble finding replays from the EU servers. If you know where I can find them, please let me know. I know there's a lot of great players on the European servers. I'd love to feature them as well. So if you see them, just point a link in my direction where I can find them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Until next time, take care, guys, and I'll see you again soon.